Alright guys, welcome back again to this channel. This is uJoe Forex as you see here, and I'm actually going to be analyzing BTC. As you can see, BTCUSD, and this was actually the beautiful trade that we are currently in now, and we're actually close to our TP as you can see right here. Please don't mind the audio, just focus on what I'm trying to show you. So pretty much this is clean as you can see right here. Alright, so stay keeping it pretty much clean, and then this was actually where I found myself, and then I was actually looking at up of what price was actually doing at this point, and then I was able to spot out what was going on here, and I saw that price that just tapped into a POI from a higher time frame, and then all I had to do was to go ahead and first off I have a double bottom as you can see right here. So we're having price ranging from this point, so from this double bottom we're watching to see what price will do. Of course it printed up all our break of structure, printed out some couple of liquidity right here on this pool, and then first off I'm just going to pretty much mark out. Okay, so this is an area of concern, like I said, giving us this double bottom as you can see right here, and then pretty much having that, then this becomes the point of interest, which is the order block from a higher time frame I'm actually going to be working with at this point. So let me pull this out and then make it more, let me make it more interesting. Okay, so and more clearer, so beautiful. This is my POI marked out as you can see right here, and then all I need to do is to from what we have here, price had already marked, tapped into my POI, and then all I need to do is to wait for the confirmation. Remember, price was additional structure as you can see, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, and so on down through to that. But although I had the previous trade I actually took, which I caught at this point when price was actually being bearish, my setup actually played out, and then I took that trade and it was pretty much win for us, though it was a little number of people. Then we had that clean and clear. So then moving forward, I'd already gotten this one pretty much here, so I was looking out for what price was going to do pretty much at this point, and then of course this was my inducement, so I had to mark out my inducement clean and pretty much clear, and then within moving to the right hand part of my screen. Yeah, so mind you, we're still currently on this trade as you can see right here, and at, as price are tapped into this POI as you can see marked out here. Okay, so let me pull this out so we can see clearly. Okay, so pretty much whilst we're having this right here, what's happening to this, let me remove it. Okay, so let me zoom out a bit and then take out this so you could understand what I'm doing right here. All right, so we have beautiful. Okay, so we now have, yes, so we now have this. I have my order block right here at from this particular point. That was actually, or this was actually the last pull down that we had, and then price had to, I zoomed down to a lower time frame, which is the 15 minutes time frame. Remember, I'm working with the hourly time frame, and then I was able to get this from there. You could see price clearly structure, you could see the ranging and all of that, and price dished out and gave us all of those liquidity. We're patiently waiting, because one thing with the market is that if you're not patient enough, you'll be punished for it. So in order for you not to get punished, you have to wait. I had to wait, marked out my order block, spotted out all my liquidity that formed, and then price came and dished or tapped into my order block and gave me all the necessary confirmation by printing a couple of liquidity as you can see right there, and that was how, or that was what brought about beautiful this beautiful move you can see right here on your screen. It's a very clean move, and then we had this pool pretty much clean here. This pool pretty much clean here. As you can see, we're still currently holding the trade. It's a beautiful one. This is over 1,000 plus pip, as you can see right there, over 1,000 plus pip on BTC. That's quite huge and that's quite much. So imagine even if the least of least you're being able to engage 0.01 lots, you can imagine what that is going to look like for you, for those managing a small account. So this is one of the best model that for me, I think for me is the best model. My strategy for me, I think, because my strategy is a strategy that has, if I'm to engage into that trade, it gives us nothing less of than 1 is to 9, 1 is to 7, 1 is to 10. That is how vast it is compared to having a 1 is to 1 which is to reward, or 1 is to 2, or 1 is to 3. It gives us one. The minimum I get is 1 is to 5, and that is so. For every trade you miss, we are still in profit. So for me, I think my strategy is actually top notch and is actually doing that with justice for me right there. So pretty much that was how we're able to engage off up of this trade, and this is currently what we are floating, as you can see right here. So it's a big one. Remember, if you enjoyed this video and you drew value from it, do it to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get to be notified whenever it is we bring a new video your way to help your entire trading experience. I'll be seeing you